Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game American League wild card playoff between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, everyone has different opinions about these one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season, but it certainly creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on, so we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2026 Baltimore Orioles.
A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defense.
Now at the plate, Mike Rogers. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the third base line, but this is foul for the first strike. To short, hit hard. McCullough comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Third baseman, Giovanni Urshela.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rogers is under this one, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in, Mike Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Popped him up. Eubanks coming in. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit on the ground to third. To second for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Stepping up now, Eric Hosmer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Eric Hosmer.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Rogers sprinting after it, and that ends the inning.
Leading off protected, left fielder, Mike Rogers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santander arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the belt, the pitch. Pops this one up. Urshela moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Brian Anderson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be. Ready now for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Rogers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. A nice look there. Now to the plate, Mike Rogers, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. A ball hit hard to the left side, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started, a complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, there's absolutely